Netter Wauwau. Lieber Hund.
Go! Whoa! Whoa!
Greetings.
Was wünschst du?
Show me your...
I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
Did I boil that thistle too long? I should have left that poppy on the fire a bit longer. Whoa!
Jesus Christ be praised.
Was möchtest?
Show me.
I hope you find what you're looking for next time, good sir.
Here you go. Take it. Here you go. Take it. Mutt!
Wie geht's?
Was möchtest?
Show me. Hola.
Danke, das war ein gutes Geschäft, mein Herr.
You dare after what you... I apologize. So the poor girl... What's new in the count?
I was just... He said he...
What do you mean?
That we found... I've been digging horse now.
Cabbage?
I and say... And that's...
That sounds in...
Lord be with you.
What's the...
Have
Where did...
between the rock tower and Lower Samine Ponds. You shouldn't go there.
Why not?
The Samine lot did, especially now. So they took, and that's about...
Sounds interesting. I'll have a... Come here. Stay. Here! Stay.
I must be mad. Hmm? What's that you're doing? Surely you don't want to break in, you, such a good soul. Can I help you with something? Huh? Did I imagine it?
stroll around here without so much as a by your leave. Next time, don't come in here without permission.
Hey! Wake up! What? Why am I on the ground? Shit. I hope nothing happened. I had everything. Greetings.
All right.
Off you go. Quick.
Aye.
Piece of shit! Can we sort this out on our own? Or do I need to get the bailiff involved?
We can work this out.
That's enough! You paid...
How dare...
You're a nobleman?
Oh, stop.
Hail.
It's done.
I knew...
For hell.
Aye.
At least that. They didn't beat you.
Don't worry.
All right, then. Here's...
Thanks.
And since you already got caught up in our little disputes, maybe you can help me with something else.
So, what can...
We're planning to meet with the Gelievites in the pasture that they keep arguing with us. We'll sort it all out with them there. Nicely.
Why not?
Aye, we'll get into a huge argument and then stop. So then, Should I send for Albram so we can get going?
Wouldn't you rather call an end to this endless feud with the Jellyevites?
Chance would be a fine thing. Albram will...
The bordeth by the orchard, that's where I got my ass kicked.
You should talk to the bailiff.
Thrush!
Well, as you... You know what?
All right. Take care for now.
Excuse me? What are you poking around that door for, eh?
Good to see you.
Have you heard? Woman's body was found buried in the woods.
Murder it was. I came because of the arguments.
What happened this time? Did Albram piss in Project's A?
No, but there...
Let them do it then! Maybe a few knocks...
Well, shouldn't you do something about it? They're arguing over the pasture.
Why should I? Let them eat each other for all I care. In the worst case, I'll put them all in the stocks.
Isn't that your
Are you saying my domain is lawless?
I'm sure...
That it would. Bandits are running wild. My daughter is leaving the house. I don't have time. How the fuck am I supposed to... I looked in the Chronicle. Things like that tend to...
Then let me have a look.
You want to touch such a rare book with those filthy peasant hands?
Filthy... There's anything actually...
Fine, have it. But if I find out you've even opened that book too harshly... Master Scribe?
What do you want?
I just came to see if you're working.
What does it look like?
Well, it looks to me that instead of writing, you're just scribbling nonsense.
They're called letters, and that's exactly what I'm paid to do.
Ah, well, carry on then. Excuse me.
What would you like?
How are things?
What would you like to hear?
Oh,
And what I think...
and what's your...
Von Berger, just like...
Who's this?
Ulrich von... You see, so...
Are you from...
No, I'm not.
So what are you...
The plague took Bailiff Thrush. How can I help you?
Really need to eat something. I should eat
How's
something.
it going?
I'm running out of ink.
What? Again?
What do you mean, again? You refused to get me more last time I asked.
So it won't come as a surprise when I refuse again.
And what am I supposed to write with?
You know what? Why don't you write a complaint?
This Latin phrase looks important. Otherwise it wouldn't be written in red, would it? Fecit ordinem in region ope claviferae. I should try to find somebody who could translate it for me.
What do you need?
I need to translate something.
Why not?
Fecit ordinem in regione ope claviferae.
That's definitely Latin, but what could it mean? In regione is obvious. That's in the country or region. Fecit ordinem is something like to bring order. And clave ferre means iron spike or maybe nail. So, brought order to the region with the help of an iron nail. Where did you hear that nonsense?
That's not important. The main thing is I know what it means, and hopefully...
Piss it down again.
Come here!
Come here.
Did you hear about what happened at the big wheel? Huh? God be with you. You must be parched. What say you have a drink with us?
God be with you. I'll be glad to...
That's precisely what young Petska and me are doing here. We like...
I'll be more than...
No worries there. I'm Bohush. Me and Petska here are just honest to...
Not that it's...
Well, the roads can be very perilous nowadays, so it's luckily, it usually...
I think I'll...
God be with you.
Excuse me.
What are you doing? Ka!
Go! Go! Whoa! Ah, here's the damn nail. Right in the middle of the pasture. Olbram and Prochek won't be... happy?
Greetings to you.
I finally found...
How the...
I found it in...
Oh, so then.
Definitely. Bailiff Brada took iron nails and used them to mark the border so that people wouldn't forget where it is. One of them is in the oak tree on the pasture.
That's nice of him and all, but he could have fucking told somebody about it. Who can make sense? At least old Bram and Project will leave us alone now. Go to them, and when you all meet in the pasture, I'll ride over and settle this. And if those two start arguing again, I'll be hammering nails into their arses instead of trees.
You have a kind master.
Or what? Are you gonna start blubbering again and tell on us?
Are you going to go run into the gaffer, you piece of shits?
Give it to me. It's mine.
It's yours. My ass.
What's going on?
They took the treats our gaffer brought us from the market.
Trees?
Honey cakes.
We didn't pilfer anything from you. It was us the gaffer brought them for.
But he always buys 3 for us to share.
We had to do everything ourselves because you overslept. So nothing for you.
It's your fault you didn't wake me up. On purpose.
Stop squabbling, or I'll give you all what for. You're supposed to be learning a trade, not fighting over trees. Forget the cakes and get on with your work. Or I'll...
Why are you lecturing us like...
Yeah. Don't...
Give it a rest and...
Yeah, knock it off.
Fuck off.
Right, that's it. Get you.
Fuck you.
Hey! You almost... Do it! What are you doing? Fuck this! I'm not...
I'll be right there. Ah, now I've got you.
Quick! He's armed and threatened to kill someone. That's him! Get
I don't
him!
fight regards, you fool. You surrender to them. Ah! I'm all yours. Ha! Ow.
No one's ever really safe.
I'm sorry.
What do you need, my friend?
I sorted everything out.
Finally! Well, Gelievites,
Of course they... Can you blame them? I'd rather come and get a beating than hang around...
You see? They're provoking us again. There's no use trying to negotiate with them.
There's nothing to negotiate, old man. The pasture is ours.
Bullshit! You know right well that I got...
You know what? Now you're...
Enough! Does anybody here have anything better to do?
Trust? What are you doing here?
This shouldn't concern you, bailiff. We'll just beat those bastards' arses and go home.
Don't you think there's been enough fighting and nonsense?
I won't tolerate this nonsense in my territory.
Tell that to the Gelievites. Maybe they'll finally get it into their thick heads that this pasture is ours.
In your dreams, you Takavite swine!
Kurva! Be quiet already!
You're both wrong. The pasture is split in half. From here to that oak over there is Zheliov property, and from the oak on, it belongs to Tachov.
We're supposed to share with them? Ha!
How do you know? You're not even from around here.
But unlike you, yokels, he can read. It's all there, black on white, in the Troskovitz Chronicle. So you'll obey it and finally give it a rest.
They've done so much to hurt us. They should have to make it up to us. Make them pay.
None of that. They're the ones always provoking us. You know what? Let's give them a nice final bashing.
Knock it off already. Haven't you had enough of all this senseless arguing over the years? All those worthless problems and wasted time? Can't you just shake hands and make up?
That's right. From this point forward, this dispute is over. And if I hear about anyone causing trouble again, I'll have you all clapped in the pillory. Together. Now pack up and go home.
Well, Grandpa, are you satisfied?
Good day to you.
Not in the slightest. Are you?
No.
Well, at least it's fair. But I'd still rather punch you in the face.
Don't you worry. I'm sure we'll find a reason to fight again soon enough. Otherwise, it'd be an awful bore around here. Eh?
Well said.
Ah, here's the damn nail. Right in the middle of...
Good to see you.
Cheers. I hope you have an uneventful shift. I found...
Oh, so
definite.
That's at least... And if...
Greetings.
I saw...
Well, Gelievites, did you miss us?
Of course they did. I reckon they hardly slept a wink. Can you blame them? I'd rather come and get a beating than hang around in Zheliov too.
You see? They're provoking us again. There's no use trying to negotiate with them.
There's nothing to negotiate, old man. The pasture is ours, and that's final.
Bullshit! You know right well that I got smacked around as a child in that orchard, right over there.
You know what? Now you'll get smacked around here too.
Enough! Does anybody here have anything better to do?
Trust? What are you doing here?
This shouldn't concern you, bailiff. We'll just beat those bastards' asses and...
I won't
tell
in your cool
your
head,
but unlike
that done.
No.
And all those...
That's... And if I... Now.
Well, Grandpa, are you satisfied?
Kurva, not in the slightest. Are you?
No.
Well, at least it's fair.
What's new?
Nothing new. It's quiet here. God be with you, good sir.
You. It was you, wasn't it?
Are you serious? Look at me. Do you really think I'm the sort that...
Aye, you're right. And it must have been someone else. I'll catch that arsehole. Mark my words.
Now, I hope the
I can hardly believe...
How you handle...
Aye? With a little help from you. True enough. It's nice that someone deals with problems.
Thank you is nice and all.
Groschen? Easy for you to say, but where to get them? The harvest was poor last year. Since you did so well with the Chronicle, I have another book of knowledge. I didn't get much out of it myself. But maybe you're... That's a damn fine...
Well,
I'd say it's more than enough.
What's...
I was... He said...
What do you mean?
That I've been... And that's about it.
That sounds interesting.
What was I just thinking
about? Sakra.
You have a kind master, eh?
What's new?
Nothing. It was good to see you, my friend.
God grant you health.
Mutt!
I wouldn't leave it till the last
the
moment.
answer's obvious.
So,
Drink together.
have you got
That
any
way,
ideas?
you'll keep an eye on the lad, and you'll even have someone to carry you home.
Take care.
Best of luck. I wish you well. Same to you.
Not feeling well, eh? You got drunk again, didn't you?
No, of course not. I was feeling under the weather in the evening, and the next morning I just couldn't get up.
By the weather, do you mean that old ball and chain of yours? If I was under her, I reckon I wouldn't be able to get up either.
Hey, that's enough of that.
You do remember the promise we made, don't you?
It was one mass. I hardly reckon I'll face damnation for that.
You promised that if we can't be together here on Earth, we'd be together after death.
I'm telling you, it was just one mass.
You don't care about us at all. Why did you marry that old battle axe anyway? We could have been together in this life too.
Don't even start. We've been over this 100 times.
You'll go to confession and donate some money to the church. Got that? Or I'll end up in the kingdom of heaven by myself and on this shelf.
All right, I will. But I've got to go now. If my wife saw us, I'd be in deep shit.
All right. How about the kiss farewell?
Are you serious? What about my marriage vows? If the Lord saw us...
May God grant you good health.
May God protect you. Damn it.
What's new around?
I don't know about. It's all been quiet. All right. Then get it, all right? I'll be happy to sell you something if you want.
There's a couple.
Ask away.
Thanks.
Farewell. Excuse me?
Praise the Lord.
Heal.
God be with you. Keep the peace, and we'll stay friends.
God be with you. How's the watch going?
And what do you want? I hope your blood has cooled a little since the...
Lord Semin, I'd like to apologise for ruining the wedding.
You showed your true colours, Henry. At least you're man enough to come and... Don't apologise just to me, though. Never mind that the wedding cost me a fortune, to hell with that. But you should apologise to my son and his...
Lord Semin, what will happen with that robber?
You mean Gil? You might find it hard to believe, Henry. That means I can't simply lock him. So, I took...
Was that what?
No. That's what...
How?
It looks like... So his... We meet again.
Greetings. How can I help?
Have you already...
Don't you start with...
So you didn't?
After you attacked me in Apollonia? I'm so battered I can hardly wipe my own arse. Old man Samin will just have to be a bit more patient.
No, you wouldn't be making...
And why would I do...
So you don't have...
You think I regard them as my people?
Yeah.
Look, lad. It might seem dishonourable and low to you. But each of us is... Believe me, if those boys were in my boots, they'd not hesitate a moment and gut me like a swine. But they'll never get a second chance. Because they're not of noble birth.
What'll happen once they discover you're in Semin's employ?
Well... They won't be too fond of me over it. Why, you are these... What do you think?
Yeah.
So listen up. From what I've heard, there's another 4 of those scum roaming the countryside. I'd bet my boots that a few more will hitch up with them in time, so it won't be easy. You can start with Canker.
Canker?
He already had that name. I reckon they started calling...
If you say...
Hey, don't be cheeky.
Where can I find...
I don't know. I only...
So how do you want to...
Easy. With a little luck.
You don't have a better...
What did you expect? Go ahead.
That's in...
Well, oh.
I'll think about...
Friend.
Bandage! Quick! Phew! I hope that's enough.
not allowed here.
I was starting to think someone wanted to ambush me. Good.
Greetings. Do you need something?
I wanted to
You mean that fight? That's not worth mentioning.
Is everything all right, Agnes?
Don't worry. I'm just... Sir.
Who's... Wait! You can't go there. You shouldn't be bothering us here.
What happened with the...
Fine pair of rascals they were. His lordship he swore on a cross, so we kept him here as a... Not good. Lord Samir had him strung up from a tree. Normally we'd have sent for the executioner, but time was pressing.
I think I'd like to...
What do you want to know?
I hope you...
Great. Let's go. What are you...
Tell me how to...
All right.
I'd like to learn...
As long in the tooth, so it's best to just... Would you like me to show... All right. Well, now come and try it a few times, lad. Enough. Well, my...
God bless. Oh, you poop.
What?
Huh? Did you lose something here in the daytime? Or what are you looking for here?
Should we have a practice?
Stop by when I'm at the pen. Can I help you with something? Sakra! I need a bandage! Quick! There. That's better.
What are you doing, prowling about here?
I must be mad. Huh. Strange. To hell with it.
Good day.
Greetings to you two.
You silly doggy.
I must be mad.
To hell with it.
Did I imagine it?
fuck it.
What are you skulking around for? What the? I'm gonna stick. Stop praying!
Like the pig you are!
Show what
You
you're
should have
made
yielded.
of!
Now we'll display your corpse on the pillory.
You wanna try me? You're no match for us, fucker! I'll beat you to a bloody pulp, fucker! You wanna try me? Jesus! I'm hit!
What's that? I must be mad. I suppose it was nothing. You've no business here. What? You just crash in here? And with a weapon? What kind of a man are you?
Good evening. What's that? You can't be here.
You're not allowed.
What was that sound? What happened here?
Hurry up. Get up.
Where the hell are you?
Never mind. I'm going.
Are you really? You can't be here.
You're not allowed here. So, what'll it be?
What's that noise?
Good to see you.
God be with you. How's the watch going?
Not bad.
Quick! 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 Whoa! Whoa! Yes? Hmm? Go! Whoa!
You silly doggy.
Greetings. Can it wait?
I heard at the Troska...
Why didn't you come?
I was taken on by Radovan.
Never mind. Huh?
Like what?
Like hauling sacks of...
You don't have anything better?
Oh, that's nice and all, but there's only one thing I need from you right now, and that's hauling...
Maybe you could use... Maybe I could sit around...
You think you'd be good at that? You don't? Why not try something a bit...
Do you really have nothing better on?
I do, but The sacks are in the... You won't have to buy, but not on the sacks of flour. You understand? Or I'll tan your hide.
Oh, fuck me.
Careful what you wish. Take care. Good night.
I can barely lift it. Oh, I'm sweating like a pig. I can barely lift it. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, what a slog. Maybe this one will be lighter. What the hell is in this thing? Oh, fuck, that's heavy. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, what a slog. I can barely lift it. Stay. Oh, I'm sweating like a pig. Kurwa. What the?
Have you got it done? I said, are you done?
You're milling some pretty peculiar grain here, Miller. It's got a bit of a metallic flavour to it.
Kurwa. Can't you be more careful?
Tell me the truth. What are you really doing here?
Seems I'll have to lift the lid off the cauldron of knowledge sooner than I expected. You think you're ready?
Yes.
I'm attempting to convert matter into a truly miraculous energy.
What?
I understand. It seems impossible. I'm sure you're asking yourself what that has to do with the metal in the sacks. But we're only just scratching the surface. You see, for my experiment, I'll need something sinfully earthy. Something we'll have to appropriate. And that's something you can help me with, my curious apprentice.
I'll help you.
That's the right attitude. Now listen up. In Troskovitz, next to the tavern, there's a rat house. And in that rat house, there's a chest. And in that chest is a document I need. One that used to be mine. but due to an unfortunate twist of fate, ended up there. It's called The Offer of Hermes Trismegistus. It's written right on it. You said you could do all sorts of things, so I assume reading is one of them.
I can read. But I reckon that's the catch, isn't it?
The catch is, the chest is under lock and key, and most likely well guarded.
Of course it is. Where exactly? I doubt they've only got one.
I can't help you there. He had the document on him, but then the bloody fool got caught because of something else, and they took it. I'm pretty sure. Just remember that, and it would be pretty hard to explain what a tramp like you...
I'd like to learn more.
Thiever? But all right, he'll tell you how. And if you'd like to try opening locks without a key, there's a...
All right. Got nothing left to learn here. Mutt!
I'm here to help.
What's
that? We don't tolerate behaviour like that.
Wait, be glad.
I'll give you...
Leave me alone.
Want to try me? Useless. I'll beat you to a bloody pulp. Clear off, hound!
You can't take me!
We'll see about that.
But
I was happy to help.
You did more than help. Here, for you, and thank...
Here, Mutt.
Bora fazer roubo. Roubo!
Uou!
Conversar com o mané. Vou ter que subir aqui, mano. Caralho.
Yeah. Crazel sent me.
I'm just shaking your pizzle. They caught me at night when I was robbing a merchant, and then they make any distinction between what I stole and what I already had on me. They took everything, including that document, and locked it all away in the chest of stolen things in the rat house jail. As soon as you find the stairs leading down, you'll know you're in the...
Well, who's got the key to it?
Well, actually, I had it, but when the guards shook me down, I must have... It was in the chamber, next to the one with the chest. They've got a pretty soft bed in there, I tell you. The key probably fell under it.
Is that the only key?
No, of course not. Every guard in... Best to rob one of them who's slacking off or having a nap. Look, mate, do you actually know how to pickpocket?
Well, I'm still
You're in luck. Of course, there ain't much I can teach you. Better go and take care and consider taking a...
É, o cara... Mano, eu vou tomar uma dessa. Salvar também. Bom, vamos lá. Eu posso tentar já...
What are you
Ah, é
doing
verdade.
prowling about?
Eles não deixam eu entrar aqui, então... Ah, eu vou fazer o... a volta aqui. Como eu sempre fiz. Tiro qualquer coisa que me cause barulho. Ó. Eu precisava de um baú, hein, mano. Ah, mas deixa eu... Cara, tem um andar de baixo. Dessa. Opa. Mano, que... Eu ia perguntar que escada é essa que o cara tava falando. Se eu achei... Vou levar. Tá.
The offer of Hermes Trismegistos. That's Crazel's document.
Faca de conjunto. Caralho, não sei se tem algum guarda aqui. Mas eu vou vasculhar. De repente tem um tesouro força de um cavaleiro. Beleza. Eu... Aqui não tinha porta. Certo. Beleza. Aqui... Ah, tá. Lembrei. Lembrei o que é aqui.
Hey, you're not allowed here.
Perdão. Eu não esperava que eu ia sair ali, mas tudo bem. Agora... Será que eu consigo tirar o outro cara lá? Do coxo. Poxa, bicho.
Mutt! I managed to steal that document.
So you've come to brag that you're better. Hey, better go to Crazel quick before they catch you. I'll see you there.
Be with you, good sir.
Demorou. Não quis me gabar pro cara não, só alertei, né, vai que... entregar no G.
Christ, pardon me.
Caralho, moça.
You silly doggy.
Boa.
Greetings, my friend.
How about...
You come as clumsy as a blind dog and about as inconspicuous as a... I've talked... What do you want to know?
That's all. I have that
Excellent.
I took a look at the document. I couldn't really make...
My fifth cousin. We write to each other sometimes.
That doesn't sound very convincing.
Did you find my family tree at the rat house, too? Now show it to me, so I can... Good. Good.
What now?
That much?
Did you hear me?
Sorry. I got lost in thought. I owe you my thanks as well as reward, and maybe...
Wait a moment. Supposing you first initiate me into the mysteries of your enchanting mill. This isn't any run-of-the-mill business, so to speak. I smell something devilish here.
Devilish? Not at all. It's high learning. And when I say alchemy, I mean not some hocus-pocus brewing of potions for creaky joints and bellyache.
Tell me more about it, then.
I wouldn't be so sure. But I've taken you on as an apprentice, so I might now. I want to make a golem out of dough. Then, using secret alchemical practice.
Isn't that a kind of pie? What are you gonna...
Henry, a golem is a head made of clay, wood, stone, base. Studying the Jewish Kabbals taught me a practice known as Maseh Bereshit. A mystic could just imagine. Carrying sacks. He wouldn't be much smarter than Zinnik.
My word.
So far, it's just all in my head. But if you're patient and help me, it's in the interest of the advancement and prosperity of mankind. Just look at the Bible. Moses could command the waters and speak to God through the element of fire. Jesus brought the dead back to life. I've no doubt that if our great Holy Mother Church had been around at the time, they'd have crucified Jesus the same as the Pharisees. All the apostles would have been burned at the stake.
So a golem, you say, made of flour?
Exactly.
And what about the good of me?
You already know that you can learn the practice, but for a few groschen, we could discuss the art on a more, let's say...
I'm overwhelmed with gratitude. Supposing you give me a few groschen first, as a reward for... and then I'll decide whether to trade the coin for...
Oh, see now? I completely forgot. I added in what I owe for those sacks you carried. And if you want some more work, there's plenty.
What's this next job all about?
I need to find a saltpeter pit.
Never a wasted word, eh, Crazel?
Sure.
And how long will it take before you tell me what a saltpeter pit is?
A saltpeter pit is a pit in which saltpeter is formed.
This has something to do with that alchemy of yours, eh? I don't know much about that stuff.
Nitra is saltpeter. White crystals similar to salt.
And what needs salting here in the mill?
The Kabbalistic doctrine speaks of saltpeter as a vessel for the inexhaustible essence of life. Those white crystals are said to contain the very essence of being. That's precisely what we need to give life to our golem. Thanks to the ingredients from Hermes Trismegistos, his feet will never get tired, and his fists will have the power to smash rocks. But saltpeter is the most important thing. Saltpeter will be the golem's heart.
So you're serious about this golem?
Certainly. Otherwise, I wouldn't even try.
How much saltpeter will it take to bring to life such a big creature?
A lot. That's why I want you to find me a decent saltpeter pit. Do you understand?
I was hoping I'd learn something useful from you. But instead, you're making me wander around the countryside looking for some pit.
Well, you never know when an experience like that might come in handy.
All right, then. I just hope you know where to look. That you can point me in the right direction.
Bonnie has a lead. She's a damned handy girl to have around. She can do anything. But for you, the most important thing is that she knows how to look for niter. Or saltpeter, if you...
So this Bonnie is some kind of witch?
Bonnie is someone I trust without question. And you... Not only will she teach you how to find saltpeter, but the main difference is it has kind of...
Hold your horses.
If you don't taste it, you could confuse it with some nasty rot. You don't want that.
Damn right.
Don't be such a lily liver, Henry. If Bonnie can taste saltpeter, so can you. She'll tell you the rest herself. You'll find her. That's a secret storage space I have here just by the pond. Only my...
How can I get...
There's a bridge over the mill stream towards the southwest. Take the path to the left, just behind it along the pond. From that path, you turn right, uphill, between the rocks, and you'll find yourself right in front of the lair. You can't miss it. Oh, and so I don't forget. You could pick some herbs. She's just been through some tough times. Her dog died, and on top of that, she has to spend time with that On the other hand, Zedek might be holding his tongue for a while after his encounter with the Troskowitz stocks.
If Bonnie spends time with Zinnek, she may want some spirits rather than herbs.
Bonnie? Never. Being a decent Christian, she avoids alcohol like the plague. Right along, so you're back as soon as possible.
To the lair.
See you soon, my friend.
I apologize.
God! quick! Ja! Whoa! What was that noise? Woodcutters? Whoa! I'm Henry. He sent me to search for a niter pit and said you might be able to help me with that.
Of course I will.
Bonnie? It's not a name I hear often.
It's not the name I was in our craft. It ain't a good idea to tell people your real name. That's why we use nicknames. What should we call you?
The Wolf of Skalitz.
Well, that's not very creative. You know what? I'll come up with a nickname for you myself when I get to know you better. Did you bring me something from the mill?
Actually, Crazel said you'd appreciate some herbs.
He's right there. Do you have some for me?
I've got some...
My word, that's exactly what I need. The ingredients for the magic ritual.
What kind of magic ritual?
The kind where Zenek finally gets some sense into his head and stops making stupid beginner's mistakes. Just so you know, that mess with the author of Hermes Trismegistos would never have happened to me. Not me. While we're on the subject of rituals, did Crazel tell you about the golem?
He did.
And what do you think of it?
I'm curious to see what a golem made of flour will look like, but I'm mostly curious to see if Crazel will really be able to breathe life into it with the help of saltpeter.
I'm more worried that as soon as it comes to life, it'll slay us all with one blow. So, if by some chance it looks like something's going wrong, you won't see my heels for dust. And I suggest you do the same. But that's enough of that. We're not going to stand here talking about flower golems when we've barely just met. I'd like to chat with you too, Henry. Get to know you a bit. But if you're in a hurry to find Crazel's saltpeter, I won't keep you.
No.
You know what? When they caught Zenek in Troskovitz, I was scared out of my mind that I had to hide out here for a while, so I haven't had anyone. Life in the lair isn't all fun and games. Zenek and all the other mill knuckleheads were never worth it. So I'm glad the millers finally found a normal hand for once. You've got a beautiful dog. What?
Mutt.
What a cute fella. How did you find...
He belonged to this girl I knew, Teresa. She saved my life in my hometown, Skalitz.
Well, I'll be... I used to have a dog, but...
He died.
He started getting these lumps all over his body. He stopped eating. Well, what's done is... And what about you? What kind...
No. Pa was a black...
Oh, really? Would you teach me how to make... maybe barrel hoops?
Those are pretty hard. Wouldn't you rather start with, maybe nails?
Sure. I'm pretty quick to learn and patient. That's it when Crazel starts spouting off his alchemy theories. What do you think of the old miller, anyway?
He seems awfully mystical. He has lots of experience, like as if he's lived for hundreds of years.
It's his beard that does that. Don't let it fool you. Thanks for talking to me. It really is good to have someone to pour my heart out to. But now, about that saltpeter. Before you came, and before Zenek fucked up with the manuscript, we collected saltpeter all over the place, mainly in sties. It has to be scraped from the walls. Horrible work, time-consuming and annoying. I'm not going to lie to you. We also looked in a few chests, just in case. You know. Anyhow, now all the sties in the region are scraped clean and we're sitting pretty on a nice barrel of saltpeter.
Barrel is quite a lot.
For the whole Trotsky region, aye. Unfortunately, Krazel said we need at least 6 times as much.
6 times? Will one saltpeter pit be enough?
I reckon so. There should be as much as Krazel needs for his masterwork. If you're looking for it, you ought to know how saltpeter forms. Do you have any idea?
No, I don't. And Krazel, of course, didn't tell me shit.
Don't forget that saltpeter crystals are formed in places where something is rotting. It can be shit or carcasses. Well, a saltpeter pit is actually nothing more than a mass grave. The best natural saltpeter maker.
Krazel said saltpeter is a vessel for life energy. I get it that it's left over from dead bodies, but how do you get it from shit?
God's mysterious ways. You know how it is.
And he also wanted me to taste it. That's nonsense, though, isn't it?
Unfortunately, it isn't. Otherwise, you won't know if it's saltpeter or some other shit. It feels kind of cold on the tongue.
Jesus. And you know where to look for such a pit full of carcasses, do you?
Not exactly, but I have an idea. Times are evil and there's plenty of corpses. A person who's digging holes and throwing dead bodies into them and doesn't even know he's got a a saltpeter mine.
The local gravedigger?
Exactly. And the one we have here in the region is also the Knacker.
Well, I haven't met him yet.
The cemetery is beyond Troskovitz, towards the Apollonia Rock.
So I'm in for a walk to the cemetery.
Seems like it. Too bad you couldn't have walked around the county with us before. It was fun. And I learned a lot during that time, and I won't keep it to myself.
I'll keep that in mind.
That old gravedigger will be suspicious, so I'd bring him some. He's always dragging those carcasses, so I'm sure he'd appreciate a slab of fresh meat from
Good idea.
He lives a short way from the cemetery, so at least the meat won't go bad on the way. Lots of luck, the Wolf of Skalitz.
I'd like...
What are you interested? God be with you. What are you doing here?
Look what I have for you. Come here, boy. You're my doggy, eh? You silly mutt.